Everyone loves an underdog, especially when it pays off. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 underdog payouts in US sports betting history. Number 10. Prior to UFC 193, Ronda Rousey seemed invincible, having won her last 8 title fights. In fact, none of her past 3 fights lasted longer than 34 seconds. So on November 14, 2015, the fight community was stunned when Rousey lost her UFC bantamweight title to former champion boxer and 8-1 underdog Holm, knocking her out in the second round with a vicious kick to the neck. Number 9. The 1969 Super Bowl III was the first game to officially carry the moniker Super Bowl, but it will forever be remembered for the guarantee. Joe Namath, quarterback of the 18-point underdog team New York Jets, told reporters, "We're gonna win the game. I guarantee it." Joe was right. He led the Jets to a 16-7 victory over the Baltimore Colts, stunning both football fans and odd makers alike. Number 8. At the time, Iron Mike Tyson was considered the baddest man on the planet, with a record of 37-0 and 33 knockouts. Douglas was a 42-1 underdog and considered Tyson's warm-up fight for Evander Holyfield, but no one told Douglas that. And in round 10, he floored Tyson with a monstrous uppercut to become the new heavyweight champion of the world. Number 7. OWar is considered one of the greatest thoroughbred horses of all time. During his illustrious horse racing career, he won 20 of 21 races and almost $250,000 in purses. Who'd he lose that one race to, you ask? To the 100-1 long shot, appropriately named Upset, in the 1919 Sanford Memorial at Saratoga. OWar, who beat Upset in their 6 previous meetings, never lost another race. Number 6. It was only the Mets' 8th season as a team. In their first 7 seasons, the baseball underdogs had never finished better than 9th out of 10 teams in the National League. They held the record for the most losses, with 120 in 1962. The Orioles came into the World Series 19 games ahead of second place and sweeping the championship series. The Orioles led Game 5 of the '69 World Series 3-0, but still managed to lose 5-3 and take the 6th position on our list. Number 5. One of the biggest underdogs in Super Bowl history at 14 points, the New York Giants made history in Super Bowl XLII. The Giants entered the postseason as a wild card with a record of only 10-6. The Patriots, on the other hand, finished the season with a perfect 16-0. So, both sports odds makers and fans were stunned when the Giants ended up beating the undefeated New England Patriots with a pair of touchdowns in the fourth quarter, the last touchdown with only 35 seconds left in the game. Number 4. Ranked 5th entering the season, Michigan seemed unstoppable and was a huge 33-point favorite with odds makers in college football betting. Appalachian State stunned everyone, however, with one of college football's biggest all-time upsets. Led by quarterback Armani Edwards and wide receiver Dexter Jackson, the Mountaineers became the first Division I AA team to beat a ranked Division I A team, defeating the Wolverines 34-32. Number 3. The United States' unbelievable 1-0 win over England in the 1950 World Cup has become known as the Miracle on Grass. At the time, the English were considered the kings of football and heavy favorites with a record of 23-4-3. The American team had lost its previous 7 international matches by a combined score of 45-2 and was composed of part-time players, most of whom had other jobs to support their families. The game's only goal was scored by American center forward Joe Gaetjens. Number 2. Do you believe in miracles? Everyone did after the U.S. hockey team beat the Soviet Union 4-3 in the medal round of the 1980 Winter Olympics. The Soviet team, comprised of seasoned professional players, had won 8 of the previous 9 Olympic gold medals and had blown away the American college kids 10-3 in a pre-tournament exhibition game just days before. And the number 1 underdog on our list, Alexander Karelin. The 3-time defending Olympic champion in wrestling had never lost an international competition and was on a 13-year winning streak. In fact, Karelin had not given up a single point in 10 years. An Olympic novice, Gardner's best previous finish in international competition had been 5th place and wasn't even expected to contend for a medal. What's more, Karelin had just beaten Gardner 3 years prior, 5-0. But the 29-year-old from Wyoming stunned the Russian and the world with a 1-0 victory in overtime to win Olympic gold in the Greco-Roman heavyweight division and the number 1 spot on our list of biggest sports upsets in history.